Hello, and welcome to my second video blog post. My name is Andy Crusby. In this particular edition, I'm going to be covering some voicing exercises using double down stickings within jig time. But before I begin, I need to give a shout out and a thank you to Mr. Matthew Bell from Rebellion Drums. Matt had recently sent me this instrument. This is the Rebellion Drums Touchstone Bowron. The interesting thing about this drum is that this has a head mounting system that allows you to change heads in about 2 minutes using standard collared drum heads like you'd find on a concert snare drum or a drum set. So over the past 3 weeks, I have used the head that came with this. This is a Remo skin tone head. I've also used a Remo fiber skin head. I had this taped. I took the tape off just to do some experimenting with it. I've also been able to use some animal skin heads. In this case, this is a Kentville Drums Kangaroo drum head from Australia. Worked quite well. I ended up taping it myself and getting it set up, but for today's purposes, or today's blog post, I'll be using a clear Remo Ambassador head, just so you can see what my hand is doing while I'm voicing these exercises. Now, these exercises are going to be broken down into some simple patterns. The first one is a check pattern. The check pattern is just your bare bones, lowest common denominator exercise, and everything after the check pattern is what these exercises will be built off of. Then we'll have a pattern A that I'll show you, then a pattern B that I'll show you, and we can combine these patterns, the check, the A, the B, or portions of them in order to get simple and more complex exercises. And at the end of this blog post, I'll show you a groove made up of these ideas, and that will make the material, or at least be an introduction material for the next video blog post. But anyway, let's go ahead and hop right into this. So the first pattern that we're going to use is this check pattern. Now I should note that what you see is this, I mentioned down, up, down, or double down earlier, but we're going to interchange this T for that last down of the double down, so that the T actually goes into the drum more like this. So it'll go down, up, tap. It's more in, not so much of a down. But anyway, going back to that, how this pattern is going to go is like this: down, up, tap, down, up, tap, down, up, tap, down, up, tap. And since these are all lowercase letters, this means that this pattern will be played completely muted. So it's going to sound and look like this: 1, 2, and here it goes. Down, up, tap, down, up, tap, down, up, tap, down, up, tap. Now what that looks like on the drum is going to look like this: 1, 2, and here it goes. And what I want to do is play that exercise ad nauseum until I'm completely comfortable with it. Once I'm comfortable with that check pattern, I'm going to go ahead and change that up and use this pattern. This is the A pattern. And this A pattern basically just adds an open tone to the first note of every group of 3 notes. So what you're going to hear is this: 1, 2, and here it goes. Down, up, tap, down, up, tap, down, up, tap, down, up, tap. And what that's going to look like on the drum is this. You can see back here, I'm lifting my hand to get that open tone. It'll look and sound like this: 1, 2, and here it goes. And what I'm going to do is play that exercise ad nauseum until I'm absolutely comfortable with it. Once we're comfortable with that check pattern and that A pattern, we'll go ahead and move on to our B pattern. Now the B pattern maintains that double down sticking, same exact order of strokes, but what we're going to do now, instead of opening the tone on the first of the 3 notes, we're going to open the tone on the third of the 3 notes, or the tap stroke. So it ends up looking and sounding like this. Here's the sound: 1, 2, and here it goes, and and what that's going to look like on the drum is this: 1, 2, and here it goes. And so forth. And just like with the other patterns, I'm going to practice this ad nauseum until I'm absolutely comfortable with the check, pattern A, and pattern B. Once we have pattern A and pattern B under our hands, we're going to go ahead and move on to this exercise, a simple exercise combining all of those patterns. The first part of the exercise is the check pattern one time through. And then the A and the B pattern, we're going to put them back to back and go through that twice, and then we're going to end with just kind of some musical punctuation, an open down tone. What that's going to sound like is this. I'll play through showing the music and then play through on the drum. 1, 2, and here it goes, and Now, one thing to note on this is making sure that between this tap and this down, which are both open tones, as well as right here, is making sure that you leave the hand off the head for both strokes so that you can get both tones or both sounds as an open sound. It's going to look like this with the voicing and the tipper. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and here it goes. Now, if you'd like to, you don't necessarily have to stop right here. If you want to take this A and B pattern 2 times, you can do this as many times as you would like and then end at that downstroke whenever you feel comfortable. Now, once you have this done, you've been able to combine the check pattern with the A and the B pattern twice. We're now going to go on to a little bit more complex exercise, and it's going to be this. So this complex exercise builds upon the ideas that we've already done. We have a check pattern. We have A and B twice, but then we take A and B twice, but we play it half the amount that it's written. So for example, we have 4 down, up, tap, down, up, tap, down, up, tap, or down, up, tap, down, up, tap. We're now just going to go 2 of each. After we do that twice, we're going to do a quarter of this original pattern, and we only do it once. Down, up, tap, or 1, down, up, tap. We do that whole idea twice, and then we have an all open ending, down, up, tap, down, up, tap, down. This exercise looks and sounds like this. I'll play along, leaving the music up here to show you what it sounds like, and then show you what it looks like on the drum. 1, 2, and here we go. And on the drum, it'll look like this. 1, 2, here it goes. Now, once we've got that down, that complex exercise, now we can take bits and pieces of everything that we've learned, from the check to the A to the B, and learn this groove pattern. And this is a pattern that I use regularly when I play jigs, either at sessions or with my own band or just for fun. I just like how it lays and how it feels. And that pattern goes like this. 1, 2, and here it goes. And what that looks like on the drum is this. 1, 2, and here we go. And so forth. All right, so I want to say thank you very much for following my blog. I hope that these exercises are helpful to you as you guys are learning to voice double downs or voice jigs using this double down pattern. Like I said, anything that I had mentioned in this website is linked below. In addition, I also have a full notation of everything that I covered today, this sheet right here, on my website. I'll have that linked below as well. So again, thank you all very much. Thank you for following me, and I wish you the best as you guys start working through these exercises and having more fun on the drum. Thanks. Have a great day.